What's up, guys? It's your girl Cam, and we are back with another episode of Sip and Skin. As you can see, I had time to go to Starbucks today, so I'm very happy. Very happy. And I'm still all made up, so I gotta get rid of all this. But yeah, feeling good today. Feeling refreshed. Feeling excited. Oh, gotta get my hair out of the way. Oh, I think we're just gonna go ponytail today, you guys. Oh, is it gonna go in there? Oh, yes. I love this hairstyle. It is like my first time ever really like trying this for the second time. Okay, so in my head it makes sense. Hopefully you caught that. So it takes a couple of days. Well, probably about a week. I think it took like a week for this to be able to like squish so I can use my hair ties, okay? It's real out here in these streets. But let's get our word of the day. Oh no. Sorry. You ever get a message from somebody and you're like, not right now? That's what just happened. Okay, so let's pull up our random word generator and see what we're talking about today. That's a weird one. Last. Okay. I don't know. That's kind of a weird one, but let's go with it. You know, let's feel it out, okay? Last. I guess I can say, so one of the things that I think I have a kind of like a weird habit of is I kind of turn everything into like this huge event. Doesn't have to be a huge event, but somehow I always manage to do it. If it's Daniel's first time trying something, I have to record it. I have to make sure that he remembers that moment forever, that when he reflects back on his childhood, it is like the most phenomenal thing ever. And I don't know why I'm like that. When I think of the word last, I think of lasting memories, or that's kind of what sticks out the most to me. I think that's something that I have pretty much always done with my life. My relationship with my mom is pretty stinking cool right now, and it's been generated or rebuilt over the years because I was such a weird teenager. And that's just the best way to describe it. That's not like a dig at myself. I was just such a weird teenager. And if you know my story, I think I touched on it a little bit in my last video, but or my birthday video. But you know, I went through some, you know, odd things at pivotal times in my life. And so I think that because, you know, when you're young, you don't realize that you have to process things. So it took me a really long time to process a lot of the things that I went through or dealt with. And because of that, it didn't allow for a necessarily strong relationship with my mom. So having that right now means so much to me. And she jokes and some, you know, a lot, and she always says that I'm her memory because a lot of times I remember things just from my perspective, as most people, that I feel like are important to me. We were literally on the phone today while I was at work, and we were talking about something. It was so random. We talk about a lot on the phone, but we were talking, and she brought up something educational. I can't remember how it came up, guys. I just really can't. But the way that she brought it up, it made me think about when I was a kid, and she used to enroll us in these summer classes. So when I was a kid, okay, talk about a lasting memory. When I was a kid, we literally got the first half of the summer to kind of like do things that we wanted to do. But before we moved, the things that we got to do, we wanted to do, were these classes. They're kind of like, I guess you would consider them an elective course now, but it would be like the most random things ever. So I remember, no joke, I remember taking basket weaving, My brother one time, he took swing dancing, and you took these classes in increments. So like you could take up to 2 classes at a time, and we just took the most random stuff. I can't even. It's funny to me now. It's funny to me now. And so when I told her to it today, or reminded her of it, she was like, "That sounds pretty accurate." And then the second half of the summer was us preparing for the next grade. So she would get us these workbooks. And when we lived in Missouri, my parents have always worked multiple jobs, okay? Always, my entire life. So when we lived in Missouri, my mom worked at Kmart at night. And I'll never forget it. She would bring home these Brain Quest cards and workbooks, and we would work on those. You know, it was all about making sure we were always prepared. And to me, that's so important. It's a lasting memory. It's something that I treasure, and that made me who I am now. And in every aspect of my life, I for sure am not that diligent. But, you know, having that practice early on taught me to have new experiences, enjoy new experiences, and just really learn about everything that you can while you can, because you don't always have the chance to. So, when I think about last, I also think about the last of something, and I feel like, you know, we deal with that so much now, especially with, you know, 2020. 2020 was such a weird year. We lost a lot of legends, you know, and to a degree, it's crazy because you never think about losing people until it happens. And so 2020 was a lot harder because I don't think that, you know, our generation, we were just never prepared for that. We were never prepared to say goodbye to so many people. And because we weren't prepared to say goodbye to those people, you know, it's like you hope that with some of the legends that we lost, like Chadwick Boseman, that's the first one that comes to mind to me, because that was awful. You know, Kobe Bryant, that was awful. You hope that they instilled their legacy in their children and their family and a protege, because, you know, I don't want to say we don't ever, but you don't see as often people creating legacies, people leaving something behind that, you know, is such a standard. And I think that's what made 2020 so hard, because we lost a lot of people that left such strong legacies. And it's like, you know, who's next? Who's the next person that's going to do that for us? Who's the next person that's going to leave this earth better than when they came in it? And it's just, you want to be that person. You want to be someone that is honored. And I just think it's so important to make sure that, like my mom, you push yourself to learn more, to be more, to have these life experiences, because you don't know when you're going to have your last experience, but you know that it's inevitable, you know? I seriously think I said no like 8 times in a row right there, but sorry about that. Sorry, you guys. But yeah, I think it is so important to maintain a strong foundation. A strong foundation. And just remember, you know, that life is all about creating and making memories that last, that mean something, that are special, that are important. Even if, you know, you feel like it's only special to you, it doesn't matter. You know, the goal is to always make sure that I am pausing a lot today, you guys. I'm sorry. To always make sure that you are open to new experiences, to learning, to having your mind change. You know, people act so weird about that now. Like, it's okay to agree to disagree. And it's also okay to not have your opinion swayed. But it's also okay to be open to change. And you're not going to create that everlasting memory, that last memory, without being open to that. I think that is so critical to be open to that. So I want you to take a minute today to jot down some thoughts, to maybe journal a little bit, and just figure out what. There's an awesome movie called The Bucket List. If you are a movie buff, feel free to watch it, whatever. Morgan Freeman and I think Jack Nicholson, maybe. It's been a long time since I've seen it, but I think everyone should have a bucket list. I think everyone should be mentally prepared to be like, you know what, no matter what, these are the things that I want to do. And start today. It can be something small, a food you never tried, a fruit you've never had before, a fruit that you hated when you were a kid that you want to try now and see if you still hate it. Speaking to someone that you've always admired, repairing a relationship that, you know, didn't have to be tarnished. Just make today count. Make it last. All right? All right. I'm going to get out of here. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I appreciate each and every one of you. You have no idea. Thank you for tuning in to my little channel in my own little corner of the world. My dog just opened the door. So I really gotta go. But thank you guys so much for tuning in today. Don't forget to hit that bell so you're notified when I post again. And please, don't forget to subscribe. All right? All right. We'll see you guys next week. Bye.